All right, welcome to the post Summerslam Sky United podcast. I am still your two-time Sky United champion, Will. I'm with Key, who came in second place, and Josh, who did horribly.
Single point.
It's a bug.
Single goddamn point. He did.
He lost by a point. I won because of predictions. So
Literally predictions.
yeah, I got
He was
both
sitting on
predictions
his
right and got a
mountain.
bonus point.
His
So
mountain for the first half the show, he had 3 predictions right, only 1 match.
I had 2 predictions. Well, I had 3
Well,
technically because
we
they
get the
didn't
points.
count.
The-
One of obviously you have a max of 2,
the dumb points.
but
That's okay though. All right, first match. First match we're gonna go over was the first match. I was looking down. I was like, "Damn, is it already been 2 minutes?" No, whatever. Ziggler versus Rollins. There wasn't really much to talk about. It was a good match.
I mean that was a solid match.
entertaining?
It would have made more sense had Seth or Dean turned on Seth.
I mean, yes, that's for down the road when they run out of ideas with him. Ambrose was just angrily pacing around. Looks crazy like always, but he's more of a quiet crazy now.
Yeah, like he literally looks like one of those intimidating bodyguards that
Just-
don't have any mic skills. Obviously that's not true with Dean Ambrose.
Taking back
but-
and forth to me angry.
Yeah, isn't me or does Dean Ambrose look like more jacked?
Yeah.
Was he lifting anything? Probably
Already
lifting a
ripped.
lot.
I imagine the lifting record. What was his injury?
I don't fucking remember.
Don't care. Don't know. It got a "This is awesome" chant though.
Yeah.
He was doing
the
good.
Match was liked.
Unlike the first match got a "This is awesome" chant, the last match got a "You both suck"
both
chant.
suck.
Yeah.
So
Started off strong, didn't finish strong, but that's okay. The mass majority of this was good.
Yeah.
There was blood in the first match.
Oh yeah.
there was blood. Yeah, the
Rollins
first
got
match, and
busted
then
open.
Rollins got
AJ
busted open.
was another one where there was
a lot of blood this pay-per-view. A
Yeah,
lot of fines going
There really
on.
wasn't much to talk about that. Rollins won. That's pretty much it.
He
There
won.
wasn't no intervention. They just
Uh,
kind of skirmished on the outside.
Rollins or Ambrose and McIntyre fought, but that was really it.
That was it.
Yeah, there was no
intervention.
outside distraction or interference. Seth kind of faked a distraction as if he were distracted, but then he
Yeah.
really wasn't because that's how the match. If you saw the finish.
Easy
Yeah.
day then.
That's how you beat him.
Move on to the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers. Pancakes as always.
Oh, lots of pancakes.
Lots of pancakes.
Always
good.
pancakes.
Pancakes.
Kofi was nowhere to be found outside of the intro.
Yeah, he was just kind of
Yeah,
there.
it's like he was. It's like,
I
hey,
didn't see him.
Kofi's here,
Yeah.
and then the match started, and then Kofi
I
was
did
gone.
not see him at all.
Did he go to the bathroom or something? He was just gone after that.
He ran out of pancakes. He had to go get more.
Yeah.
That was also a decent match. Nothing to really
It was
complain about
enjoyable.
for that one.
Yeah,
I mean, it ended in DQ.
It did
Yeah.
end in DQ.
Yeah.
Bludgeon Brothers.
The first of the 2 matches that did end in DQ.
The Bludgeon Brothers retained their title, but because they were disqualified for actually using their mallets.
Yeah, they
They actually
finally.
used the mallets.
I've been saying since they won the time, when are they using these mallets? They have these mallets, use them for fuck's
Is it
sake.
just me or those mallets look like the Thor hammer mallets
They
you
just
get at
painted them.
Walmart?
They probably are.
Toy.
Honest to
They-
God, they probably are.
They might be.
Yeah, they look like those replica Thor
I
hammers.
mean, what else you hit him with? An actual hammer? Jeez, don't be crazy.
But this is ECW.
Win. Since when? Is this WWE CW?
I wish.
Oh God, I
No,
don't
you
wish
want
that on everyone.
You don't want WWE.
Oh, I was
Everybody
thinking
did
of
it, anyone.
ECW in general. I wasn't listening to you guys. I was just thinking. I had a flashback to ECW.
No, I said WWE
Oh,
CW.
yeah, we don't want that.
There was an ECW chant. But, I mean, there always is with Heyman.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's really nothing to talk about with that one either. That was also pretty
solid
uneventful.
matches all around.
Next to the first of the squash matches for the night.
There were 3 squash matches.
The first of the squash matches
Braun
matches
Strowman
versus Kevin Owens
that
was
was,
a
that was
squash
how I got my
match.
first prediction point.
I don't know. Yeah, on the way to the ring, Wilder went. My prediction is Braun just beats the ever-loving fuck out of Kevin Owens, and he did
He definitely did.
in about 2 minutes.
And he won.
I was
obviously.
I was thinking about that on the way here. I'm like, man, Braun can't technically lose to Kevin twice.
You can't lose clean to him at least.
It doesn't make sense. And I'm like,
And I
bet you Braun to make him look strong and plus I mean, this is hindsight actually more now because Braun came out in the last match, and I mean, a Braun versus Roman match is like Vince's wet dream, pretty much.
And a Braun
So-
versus Lesnar match is my wet dream because that sounds like an actual good
A
match.
little foreshadowing there.
There was a Braun versus Lesnar match, wasn't there?
We'll get to
Not
that.
that I've watched.
Oh, I
I
don't
thought there
know.
was in last year.
I wasn't watching last year. Well,
Yeah. Well, I've only watched the highlights. I have no idea what the fuck happens. But stupid bugs. Yeah, Owens sold pretty good. I liked the fucking getting hit and him flipping through the air.
Yeah.
The 95% of the match was just outside of the ring with Braun running in a circle or running around the ring like a freight train, just running him over, and then he power slammed him, and that was about it.
Yeah.
It bothers me that because Kevin Owens is one of my favorite guys in the roster, and he's just
destroyed with
getting
this feud. Because there's no real way for him to get over in this feud.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad that he'll be able to move on
Finally.
and maybe like hopefully build himself back up because
I hope so. He's fun to watch.
Yeah, like he's great on the mic. He's good and he's solid in the ring. He's witty as hell.
I guess we'll see.
I don't know what made me think that he had a chance in that match.
It would have been a screw job, but move on from that one to Becky Lynch versus Charlotte versus Carmella, which was actually a decent match.
It was a good match.
That was another good match.
Which, with Charlotte and Becky in the ring, makes sense.
Charlotte was getting fucking John Cena treatment, though. Inserted into a match she had no right to be in, but hey, whatever.
And
Carla.
Like I figured that, just like we expected to happen when she got put into the match.
Charlotte
wins.
Won.
Yep.
And they booed her.
Good.
They did boo her.
Yeah, the fans did boo Charlotte, even though she is a face.
Carmella kind of baited a feud between her and Becky Lynch.
And then after the match, Becky and Charlotte hugged it out, and then Becky beat the shit out of her.
And that was the only high moment for me, because I wanted Becky Lynch to win.
Becky heel turn.
She's the last,
Charlotte
she's
champion.
The last kicker.
I feel like she's going to be too liked for that heel turn to be an actual heel, because everyone's just going to like her for it.
Yeah,
kind of like Bayley beating the shit out of Sasha. Everyone really liked Bayley still.
Yeah, and anybody who faces Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Like, I remember Bray Wyatt got cheered hard because he did that whole anybody but Roman angle.
That's funny.
I remember Jinder being cheered because of Roman.
Holy shit.
You know you're bad when Jinder gets cheered.
Charlotte won. Everyone loved the turn.
The turn was great. It got a lot of pop.
Carmella did a really terrible strut.
I mean, yeah.
It wasn't even a good mocking strut. It was just a bad strut.
But yeah, besides that, decent match. It went back and forth. Thought it was going to end, didn't. Thought it was going to end, didn't.
Sporadic 1v1s than a triple threat. But
yeah, it's
decent
true.
match all around.
Yeah. That's how a lot of triple threats go, though, if you think about it. One person gets kicked out of the ring or put down for a while, and it always ends up turning into...
Not that early.
No, if you watched...
not that early. But...
There's a Royal Rumble Survivor Series. There's a match, Seth Rollins versus John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. That is, like, one of the smoothest triple threat matches you will ever see. Like, that Brock Lesnar actually, like, is in a good match. And, like, it I think it was a match of the year candidate.
Jeez.
Like, it's a really good match.
That's impressive. Look it up.
After that one, we had Styles versus Jomo Shomo.
Who I really thought was going to go over until I realized,
he got on the mic.
Until they played the promo video before the match, and it's like, all right, this is about his family. Well, Joe's fucked.
Yeah, because I don't, like, people are going to hate me for this, but I don't watch, like, Monday Night Raw or SmackDown.
Only Brandon does.
Only Brandon does, and he's only been champion once.
Yeah, none of us really watch SmackDown or Raw. I watch the highlights sometimes, maybe. I'll watch, like, WTF moments and, like, highlights.
Yeah, just, like recaps and shit.
But the minute I found out that AJ Styles' family was involved, I predicted, I'm like, AJ's going to win no DQ, because that's always how it goes.
That was a good prediction.
AJ's going to get DQ'd, and Joe's going to win.
And that's how I got the bonus point on top of the second prediction point.
Got a lot of TNA chants, but besides that, Joe picks up the mic and tells AJ's daughter, like, yeah, I'm your daddy now.
No, he said to his wife.
Oh, as the wife?
He said, he said to his wife.
I don't think they're going to bring a 3-year-old into this.
He said it to his wife. Because the wife was the one that wrote the letter to Samoa.
Yeah.
And he's like, because he was.
Did you just call him Samoa? Like,
yeah.
It's Joe.
It doesn't matter.
It's
in his name. I got to call him. But because his wife's name is Wendy.
He said,
Wendy, I told you Daddy was coming home. I don't think he is now, but it's okay. I'll be your daddy. And
because I thought he's talking to I didn't know the names.
The way you said that though is like she sent the letter to Samoa, like the country of Samoa.
He is. Have you seen him?
Oh my god,
not as big as it.
That's true. He's from KFC. When you eat KFC, you get as big as a country.
Yeah, AJ Styles flips shit and gets disqualified and beating the fuck out of him with a chair, but at the end.
There was something you wanted to point out.
Oh, where,
when he goes to after the match, because his family's obviously in the front row.
Oh, yeah. So his like family.
He walks up.
Like AJ walks up to his family, his
I'm
wife
sorry.
and his daughter, and he's like apologizing and
Because
I'm
his
sorry.
wife is like, "What the fuck were you doing?"
Yeah, I mean he like AJ beats the shit out of Samoa Joe with the chair
chair.
and shit, and like he like takes his daughter from his wife. And like his daughter, like immediately is like repulsive, so like immediately goes back to his,
Yeah, immediately
her
is
mom.
like
Hilarious.
stretching and reaching for her mom, like get me
I'm
away
like,
from this.
oh, that's
That's gonna be a talk they're gonna have.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
oh. I mean, she's like I don't know how old his daughter is. It's like
You think they
2 or
told her to
3.
do that, or that's his reaction?
Yeah, I don't think they would tell her to do that though. Like I just don't.
I don't
think
know.
That,
I guess we'll see down the road when they have a story about that.
oh God,
It's like a fucking
it's like
podcast
the
somewhere.
custody of Dominic storyline.
Oh no, not again!
All right, so moving on
Not
that
again.
note, two second
Guerrero's back.
little topic here. Elias came out, attempted to play a song, broke his fucking guitar, and left.
And that's
Lashley didn't show up.
that's
The end.
that's the best Elias segment I think I've watched
Broke his fucking guitar and
because
left.
I hate that gimmick with a burning
Yeah.
passion.
That gimmick maybe like because a while ago and like we have a message board or whatever, or like a messenger group thing, and Brandon compared himself. If we were like, he's like, if we were all WWE superstars, Brandon said he would be Elias. And after I did, I was like, oh yeah, bullshit. You don't play guitar. And after seeing that and him breaking the guitar, I'm gonna agree with Brandon. He is that is something that would happen to Brandon. He would go out on stage, and his instrument would break.
And see, that's not even like saying because Brandon kept the guitar. That's just because that's just Brandon's luck.
Yes,
I think that's what would happen to Brandon.
So yeah, Brandon is Elias.
Oh, after that,
And Josh is Hornswoggle.
yeah, fuck off.
That was another.
After that,
meme.
we had Bryan versus The Miz.
It was a good match
Decent.
until the end.
Yeah.
The end was dumb.
The Miz was using Bryan's moves, as you predicted.
As
I predicted, that was my like.
unofficial
did.
prediction.
It was unofficial because I had already used my 2.
Yeah.
But he was that's what's gonna happen.
Bryan
Opened up the mat with the S kicks.
Bryan had like 1.5 Hulk ups. He started to Hulk up, then got put down, and then he had a Hulk up, fucking leaned
With
into
kicks,
Yeah,
yeah, he's
leaned
like-
into the kicks,
Yes, hit me more,
and
more.
then beat the shit out of The
Punish me,
Miz.
Joe, punish
and
me.
then
Oh no.
just when it looked like The Miz had it, or not The Miz, sorry, just when it looked like Bryan had it,
The Miz runs to the barricade. Maurice puts on brass knuckles onto his hand, and then he decks Bryan and drops the knuckles back into her hand. She puts it in her jacket, and then he pins him.
and Bryan's out cold. The end.
Yeah, also, the like, not Byron Saxton. Corey Graves mentioned that like it's like he wanted to like be in front of his daughter. So like he said something like for like about the Mrs. daughter like being there, and I did not see.
I
Mrs. daughter
think
there.
I did see like a baby carriage.
If you did,
Off, like it was
okay.
off camera, but it was up to the
Yeah,
side.
like
Fake baby carriage.
yeah,
I think that she was because it was like you see Maurice, and then like what I thought I saw was a baby carriage, like over here off camera, but you could see, like the end of it.
yeah.
So I think
maybe.
she was there, but
I just know I personally did not see it, and when he mentioned it, I was like, wait, his daughter's not there.
I could be wrong. But that's what I think I saw. What looked like a baby stroller.
That's pretty much it for
Can
that
we
one.
talk about like before that though, where with the B team?
Oh yeah, the segment.
Oh
before.
yeah, the B team.
Yeah, Miz
B-team
runs in,
segment.
before the match. Miz is on the way to the ring. He runs into the B team, and he's talking to him. And he's like, "Oh, my old Miz Taraj, blah blah blah. If you want to be like old times," or he's like, "I wish Bryan would listen to me like you guys did, because he'd be successful like you two are now." And he's like,
And they disown him.
He's like, yada yada. If you want to be like old times and fetch my limo for me, we can go celebrate afterwards.
And the B team basically
B
says like,
team-
no way.
Making me like them officially. When
They,
no, we're good, and we have you have your own reality show, and they say the title wrong. I forgot what they said. It was like Miz and I forgot what the
I
fuck.
was like
Miz and Mers.
Miz
Miz
and
and
Mers,
Mers.
yeah, Miz and Mers.
And they're like, we have our own reality show, and it's called Total Fellas, but with a B, so it's Total Bellas.
Oh my
And it was
god.
actually pretty funny.
It was great.
And before that, and she's like, we're not the Miz Taraj anymore, by the way. We're the B team, and the B stands for Daniel Bryan, and they left to go celebrate because their gimmick is celebrating the fact they won titles, even though they won them a month ago.
Just fucking roll with it,
I
dude.
think they did have a title defense in the pre-show. Again, we don't watch the pre-show because of the pre-show,
Who cares about the pre-show?
Damn. Rip.
so we're not as hardcore as Cultaholic.
Thumbs up. And this one, the second squash match of the night. Squash. I cannot say it. Squash match of the night was Corbin versus Balor.
Oh yeah, Demon King
And
showed
this
up.
was
Balor
the
randomly
part
shows up as the
that
Demon
pissed
King.
me off more than Becky Lynch losing.
The Demon
was
King.
out of all the times they're going to use the Demon King for something special, They use it in a pointless fucking feud.
But on a big pay-per-view.
Somebody.
It was a big pay-per-view.
It was a big pay-per-view, but a pointless feud. It was a small match. And it's like, oh, let's bring the Demon King back, which is a rare thing. So now we're not going to see him for a while, most likely.
We'll see him next year.
Maybe. Probably.
2 years.
I'm telling you, he's going to have an undefeated streak at SummerSlam.
As Demon King. Yeah, I can see that happening, but I would rather it be like a title match or just like an honors match. Kind of like how people would face The Undertaker just for like, can I beat The Undertaker?
The Balor Club is no longer for everyone. The Demon King is racist.
Oh my God.
Holy shit. But yeah, Balor squashed him as the Demon King.
Yeah, and Corbin was like, "I didn't sign up for this. That's not Balor." And then kick, over, dive, pin, done.
They continue to
good night. Bye, Corbin. You're useless.
Continue to make Balor look kind of stupid, but whatever.
I mean, strong.
Yeah, he looked strong, but it was pointless. Nakamura versus Hardy.
Solid match.
Lasted longer than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, it was good. Really solid back and forth match. It was fun to watch. Ending was a little weird. Hardy went for a swanton with Nakamura halfway out of the ring, halfway on the ring, and instead of using like any sort of brain function and doing a leg drop like you would do on the edge of the ring, he went for a swanton, to which Nakamura rolled out of the way, and
Hardy died.
Hardy like smacked his back against the bottom, against the ring, and then was thrown into the ring, was kneed in the face, and then lost.
I mean, for the like, Hardy doesn't do the swanton in house shows anymore. He said that much, and it just was weird to see him take like
that bad of a
swanton,
spot.
and like, which is like technically the hardest part of the ring.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll push that to be like, this is why he doesn't use it anymore, and they'll just keep showing that fucking clip.
And then after that,
no idea.
Orton makes an appearance. He walks down the ramp, turns around, and walks away.
And that was
He just shakes his head. Like, he shook his head, too, like, as he was, like, walking away, like, I'm not doing this shit. Like, it was written for him to do something, and he didn't do it. Like,
and then, immediately after that, the cameras cut to a now standing Jeff Hardy, and then he claps. And then they go to commercial.
The cameras cut a little too late on that one. They actually showed Jeff Hardy getting up and recovering.
And clapping.
Clapping, so that was a little odd, and that was pretty funny.
It was really confusing, really abrupt, and I still don't know what happened, to be honest, in that segment.
Yeah, that was really fucking weird.
It was just, like, weird
It's
how
that
Orton,
part that they cut the commercials on TV that you don't see.
Like, yeah, Orton has all this stuff, like, kind of going on. So maybe he's like fed up with the company. I don't know. I doubt they even acknowledge it publicly. But
I think Hardy was just brain dead after that. That fucking move he made killed him.
It was his back, not his head.
It probably jarred him. Gave him whiplash. Fucked him up real good. But yeah,
Jeff Hardy.
Move on to the third squash match now. The third squash match of the night.
Summer squash.
They had so many matches on the
Summer squash.
They had so many matches on the card. They had to compress 3 of them into squash matches. Apparently. Was Ronda Rousey versus Alexa Bliss.
This one was at least expected to be a squash match.
Yeah. Natalia came out first for some reason. She came
because
out. She had
Neidhart.
She needed an entrance though, I guess.
Yeah, for Neidhart. And they cheered her, obviously, standing applause for the Hearts.
Yeah.
Imagine
Then
if they had booed her though.
That would have been.
That would have been
sad.
so bad.
It was Taunt City. Literally, Ronda was just screaming at Alexa the whole time. She gave her an opportunity when Alexa left. She looked like she was gonna walk away. Ronda
she took
sat
a seat,
there,
closed her eyes, sat crisscross applesauce, and said, "Come in here." And then she put her in a chokehold, and then
Ronda beat the shit out of her.
And then Ronda just stood up and then beat the shit out of her for the next 5 minutes.
It just seemed like really out of character for Alexa Bliss to like fall for that. Like it just, I don't know. If I know the Alexa Bliss character, like she would have just left. She would have been like, "Screw you.
See ya. You're not getting in there."
Yeah. I don't know. It just seemed like she shouldn't have fallen for that.
Unlike the other two squash matches, Alexa did get one kick in.
One.
Well, no, Kevin Owens did get one kick in. It just
did nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, Alexa got a reaction out of her opponent.
It actually did a minuscule amount of damage.
It was just kick. Did you just kick me? And then she got the chip out of her and unpinned.
I mean, Kevin Owens was like, kick. It just like turned his head and did nothing. Turned around his head and did nothing.
Fuck.
It's also confirmed Alexa Bliss can bend her elbow real backwards.
Yeah, she's double jointed apparently.
And that was really gross, but whatever. Ronda made her tap, and that was it.
Expect her to be in a sling tomorrow.
Some people listening can find a way to apply that sexually.
Expect Bliss to be in a sling on Raw.
Yeah, that's another prediction. Like doesn't count.
But after that, we'll move on to the granddaddy of them all, the one that had the most potential for a second there. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns.
Almost a fourth squash match.
The match that no one was looking forward to.
Match, but it almost turned into one of the best matches of the night because at the very beginning, after
Braun steps out and he looks and he says, I'm not going to be a coward and cash in my opponent's back is turned. And it's like, oh, it's going to be a triple threat match. And Braun just goes, I'm going to go stand out here. I'm going to watch. And then whichever one of you wins, I'm going to cash in on.
He also called Lesnar Beauty.
He called him Beastie Boy.
Boy.
So he said,
Beauty
good,
Boy.
he said
Beauty Boy.
good luck,
Beauty Boy.
good luck, Roman Reigns. Good luck, Beastie Boy. And then Lesnar stepped up, and the crowd immediately starts chanting Beastie Boy. So Lesnar is now the Beastie Boy.
Lesnar's new theme music for his third return.
Oh no!
And then Braun steps out. They start the match immediately. Reigns hits like 6 Superman punches.
A couple spears after that,
And then a couple spears, and then he goes for the pin.
and Lesnar
Lesnar counters into that chokehold. I forgot what it's called.
They call it the guillotine, but like, I want to bring up what happened to the Kimura lock.
I feel like the Kimura lock would have won the match.
Yeah,
He
like
put
the
it in once, I thought.
No,
the guillotine.
no.
He put that in
It was
twice.
The guillotine
Okay.
twice, but like the Kimura lock, he used to break people's fucking arms with that shit.
That
Oh,
used
yeah, I know what you're
that
talking
was
about.
almost a 45-second match. Turned like what, five or so minutes.
Yeah, it was a good, decently solid match. Well, it was
And
decent.
the twist part that was exciting because it was actually intelligent to do that you don't see people do ever.
Even though Key lost because of
It
this.
did cost me. Well, I would have lost regardless because Lesnar didn't win. But
But I mean, still, but at the time, it
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
like over.
It sealed it.
Roman went for a spear. Lesnar dodged. He dove out of the ring, landed on Strowman. Lesnar came out of the ring to go get Reigns, and Strowman's getting back up. So he picks up Braun, F5 Strowman to take him out of the match entirely.
Then he beats
Because
the shit out of him.
he uses his brain. He's like, if I win this, Strowman's gonna cash in. So if I hurt Strowman, it's easier. Then he throws Roman back in the ring. As he's going to get back into the ring, Strowman grabs his leg. To which Lesnar grabs the case, beats the fuck out of Strowman with the case, tosses the case back up the ramp into the entrance screen, cracks the screen,
Oh my god.
I mean,
and then
that
grabs
is a
his-
big dude.
grabs a steel chair, beats the fuck out of Strowman with a chair, gets into the ring
With the chair.
with the chair,
Like he's gonna get
to
disqualified.
which I literally went, Brock, wait.
Brock,
I thought he
you're
was
too
going
far-
to DQ
You're
himself.
too far ahead of yourself. And then gets speared and
And then he
pinned.
gets speared and pinned, and Roman is now your new Universal Champion.
Lesnar never got back up.
Strowman doesn't.
Or not Lesnar.
No.
Strowman
I'm gonna-
can't cash in because he is knocked the fuck out.
I'm gonna pull
And I
political
lose by
correct
2
shit.
points.
So Roman is Vince's champion. He is not my champion.
He's the champion.
He is not.
Whether you like it or not,
No,
he's just the
he
champion.
is Vince's champion. Just like when everyone was like, "Oh, Donald Trump's president." He's not my president. They always used to. They
Well,
always
he
said
is,
that.
so fuck off. Deal with it. I'll say the same thing I'll tell those people. Deal with it. He was elected. He won. Oh well.
So what I would like to see is a feud between Strowman and Lesnar, though. I'd like to see Lesnar get brought down a notch and actually have someone that he can be even with, and not just
Lose like someone he can lose cleanly
But,
to.
but Josh, there's no one even with Roman. He's Roman Reigns.
no
No,
Lesnar,
Lesnar.
Lesnar and Strowman.
Lesnar's beaten Roman clean also many times already.
So I was hoping that maybe this would spark a Strowman Lesnar feud, which I don't think it's going to, because now Lesnar's gonna disappear forever.
Well, he has to. He's going up against Daniel Cormier.
That's pretty dumb. Who cares? But he's gonna go up
We just
against
lost the UFC audience.
in real fighting. He's gonna go up against and we brought it right back. He's gonna go up against Daniel in real fighting.
Who is he? What's it?
And real fighting, and he's gonna come back eventually, and Strowman won't have any interest in him because that'll be like top 10 things WWE wants you to forget about.
We just lost getting Daniel Cormier on the podcast.
Who cares?
Oh my
And
God.
then
What podcast?
He comes just to kick Josh's ass.
but
That's
instead
it.
it'll
I
probably
know.
turn into Strowman because Strowman's still gonna have the fucking
Briefcase.
briefcase that he is. Quite frankly, he might use that at any moment now.
Yeah.
So
Who knows?
we'll have to see. He could fucking use that on Raw for all we know, or
Maybe he
SmackDown, or
uses
whatever.
it tomorrow.
I hope he cashes in on Vince to become the new WWE CEO.
He becomes the chairman.
He could really use that at any point
That'd be
now
so fucking funny.
against Roman, but who knows? He'll probably be the number one contender anyway for that match.
I mean, he has
Oh,
the
like,
briefcase. Doesn't matter if he has it or
I
not.
remember one summer. It might have been Night of
No,
Champions.
what's gonna happen is Strowman becomes the number one contender for the Universal. He wins it, and then at the next pay-per-view, he cashes in on Styles and wins both titles and becomes the undisputed champion.
If he does that, I'll cry, but it'll be tears of joy because I'd love it.
No, but you remember like when Seth was like the number one contender. He was the Money in the Bank, but he was like the number one contender for the championship. And like he could have like they always talk about how he had that if he won, he'd have like a legit automatic rematch whenever he wanted to because he'd also have the briefcase. Like I was like, that's so stupid. Like,
well, I guess we'll find out what he does with it, but we've extended our time limit on that one.
This is pretty damn good pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Like, it was fun to watch.
Fairly disappointing for me, but it was a very damn good pay-per-view,
Like,
I will admit.
couple of things went a little, like, but...
They played it well.
Like, it was enjoyable fucking better than the last couple, for damn sure.
I don't know. I still enjoy that. Back when it was surprising, I enjoyed the Brock Lesnar-Cena squash match. Just because you'd never seen Cena get dominated like
ago,
that.
though. Like, they're talking about recent pay-per-views.
Yeah, well, when was that? Like 2014
Yeah,
or
exactly.
15?
See,
That's too far ago.
That's way too far. Like, in the span of this current
The last
season,
2 or 3 years. Yeah.
best pay-per-view so far.
Better than WrestleMania.
It was better than WrestleMania. I will give
WrestleMania
it that,
what?
despite
Better
the
than
main
that,
event sucking.
better than
because Roman
Greatest Royal Rumble, better than...
Well, the Greatest Royal Rumble is not a pay-per-view.
Technically it
House
was.
show.
It is a glorified house show.
Technically pay-per-view, better than
Pay-per-view house
Backlash, better than fucking Extreme Rules.
Backlash sucked.
Exactly. Extreme
Don't
Rules
even
is
remember
mediocre. Exactly.
I just remember I picked Nakamura to win again, and he didn't.
What do we got next? Hell in a Cell?
Hell in a
Hell in a
Cell.
Cell's in a
Hell
pay-per-view.
yeah. That's going to be a good one, hopefully.
Subtitle
maybe.
for Hell in a Cell for Will. Hell in a Cell. The Quest for Night of Champions.
But yeah, that what happened in Night of Champions?
Will doesn't know.
Like that was always the one that followed. It either came in like August or and July through September. It was like fitted in there somewhere. What happened in Night of Champions?
If anyone can give us an actual answer to what happened in Night of Champions, we probably won't do anything special for you, but just give us an answer for that.
So for Will we'll have closure.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll have closure. Why?
You won't get
Night of
anything from it,
Champions.
but we will.
You will make Will happy.
And come.
Will will say one nice thing about you.
I will say one nice thing about you if you could.
He
provide
doesn't
that
that's for
answer to
anybody.
me.
He doesn't
Yes.
say anything that's
I don't do that for anybody, and it will be
pretty lame.
sincere. I'll even add that.
He'll mean it.
I will
will.
mean it sincerely from the bottom of my heart. Unless you're Brandon.
Well, I think we got what we came for here. I want to go home. I'm tired.
My voice
That's-
has been like destroyed
That was
in the last
SummerSlam.
24 hours. So if I sound bad, it's because of that.
Good pay-per-view.
Good pay-per-view.
This was Sky U.
You all suck.